Hello everyone, I'm Tobias doing BIT. I'm going to talk about computer management. Computer management is the process of controlling, overseeing, and monitoring the computer system and its resources in order to ensure efficient operations. Computer management is categorized into tools. For example, system tools, which includes task scheduler, event viewers, shared folders, local users and groups, performance, device manager, among others. But I'm going to talk about task scheduler. Task scheduler is a window that allows user to automate the execution of tasks at a specific time in response to a certain event. The key points I'm going to talk about is the purpose of task scheduler, how it works, examples of task scheduler, benefits, among others. Let me begin with the purpose of task scheduler. The purpose of task scheduler is to automate the repetitive tasks such as running programs, sending emails, displaying messages, among others. Then how task scheduler works. The user creates tasks like a time, startup, among others, and the actions. Examples of task scheduler includes the following: scheduling antivirus scan every night, backing up files. You can say that I'm going to be backing up my files every day or every week. Then running system maintenance scripts. From there, let us go on the benefits of task scheduler or its importance. It saves time and reduces on manual work. It ensures important tasks are not forgotten. Task scheduler helps us to improve on the system reliability and maintenance. That is all about the task scheduler. Let me end here for today. Yeah, next times.
Shared folders enable the management of folders that are accessible over a network. Administrators can view active sessions, open files, and manage permissions for shared resources. Shared folders, it is a tool for managing folders and files that are accessible over a network. This is where files are shared between computers on the same network. The purpose is to enable file sharing between users on the same network. The main features, it is view all shared folders on the computer, monitor who is connected and what files they are accessing, manage permissions for each shared folder. The benefits, it facilitates collaboration and resource sharing. centralizes important files for easy access. And lastly, it collects access to assist to, to sensitive information. Then the real life scenario, a company shares a folder with project files so as all team members can access and update documents. You can stop sharing folders or disconnect users if needed. Permission can be set for read-only or full control. Then it helps prevent unauthorized access to the file. So shared folders can be sent from one computer to another so long as they are on the same network.
My name is Dr. Cynthia. I'm in Group B, 2025 BIT 069 periods. And I'm going to talk about local users and groups under computer management. These can be defined as tools, like they can be used to manage user accounts and groups on the computer. Now, like for example, local users, a user account can represent an individual who can log in to the computer. Each account has its own settings, profile, and performances and permissions. Sorry. And the examples under the users, the local users under computer management, we can give administrator who has full control of the computer. He or she can install software, manage other users, change system settings. We also have an example of guest, and this one he or she has very limited access. Okay, like he or she cannot install software or make major changes. Then we also have standard user, which can also be known as custom. A user, you create, e.g., like, let me use my name, Cynthia, who can use programs that cannot make system-wide changes. Yeah. Then we can talk about the groups, the local groups under computer management. A group is a collection of users. As we said at the beginning, this is used to manage user accounts and groups on a computer, obviously under computer management. Then another thing to explain local groups, instead of assigning permissions to each user individually, you can assign them to a group. Every user in that group inherits that group's permissions. So examples we can give: administrators group, like all members have full control. For example, if you add my name, like Cynthia, to this group, she becomes an administrator. I become an administrator. And then user group, we looked at it like we talked about it again with examples. Another example for local groups, users group, standard users with limited rights. Most accounts belong here, like they belong in the local groups. Yeah, there are many examples, guest group, power users, backup, operators. Yeah, so I can give another example, which is a scenario under local groups. Like, let's say I'm using my name, Cynthia is added to the administrators group. She can manage, I can manage my own PC, like laptop. Then I can give another example. John is in the users group. He can manage applications, but not change system settings. So, going back to my presentation, the key points Local users and local groups, they can control who can access the computer and what they can do. So this can simplify the work of an administrator. He can control who can access the computer and what they can do. You can access by right clicking and expanding system tools. Then the major features we have create, modify, or delete user accounts. An administrator can delete or modify or delete user accounts, then creating groups to assign permissions. We looked at those, talked about them. Then the benefits, what can you benefit from being a local user and like being in also a local group, enhancing security by limiting access, simplifying administration by grouping users with similar roles, tracks user activity, and enforces policies. Then I already gave a real life scenario. I gave an example of my name. Yeah, like what I can do. I can control who can access like my computer. This. Then extra details, what I can undo. Accounts can be disabled or locked after failed login attempts. Okay, let's say I have created an account and it's useless. I can disable it or lock it if I no longer want to use it. Yeah. Then useful for both home and business environments. It can be of use.
So I'm good on sustem in VIT. So I'm going to talk about the computer management tools, specifically the event viewer. Event viewer is a tool that records and displays detailed logs about system security application events on your computer. We have the Ict Bit, where we have purpose. The event viewer helps monitor and troubleshoot system and application issues. There we have types of logs. In the event viewer, we have system logs, hardware and Windows system events. Then we have application logs, events from installed programs, security logs, login attempts, resource access and security changes. Then how to use event viewer. View logs, investigate errors, warnings and information events, filter and set logs for specific events. Then the benefits. It identifies the cause of system crashes or application failures. It detects unauthorized access or security breaches. It helps maintain system health and compliance. There we have a real-life scenario where a user reports a computer crash. The admin checks event viewer to find the error code and fix the issue. We have the extra details. Events are time-stamped and categorized by severity. Useful for both regular users and IT professionals.
A very good evening. This is Council Regan Moses presenting to you and reporting computer management and its core components in fundamentals of ICT, especially with system tools. First of all, computer management is a very administrative tool in Windows operating system. It provides a unified interface for managing various aspects for a computer, helping users and administrators to monitor and optimize their systems. And generally, I'm going to talk about performance and the system tools. The performance tool in a computer management is used to monitor and analyze how well your computer hardware and system resources are working. So it is the connection it shows how the computer hardware and the software with the system is being working upon. It helps the user to administrate and trace the usage of the CPU, which is the central processing unit. That is the memory, disk, and the other network resources in times. The purposes of the performance tool, we have the main goal is to provide insights into system resources are being used. It helps identifying bottlenecks or issues that may slow down the computer, useful for both troubleshooting and optimizing system performance. The main feature in the performance monitor allows to view real-time graph and statistics for different system components. And for that we are having here, if we had to check under our task manager, we are having a feature called performance. If you want to access it, you can press Ctrl Shift and Escape. Then you go to performance, you will see the real-time graph showing the CPU, memory, disk, Ethernet, and GPU. So if we head on, we go to data correction. Data correction, we have, you can record performance data over time for later analysis, useful for spotting trends or recruiting issues. And when we go further with performance, it has alerts and reports. Set up alerts to notify you if resources exceeding a certain threshold, e.g. the CPU usage above 90%. So for here, if your CPU goes above 90% or is at a certain increased temperatures, for the performance it will help you to alert you before it causes any damage with accordance to the threshold you set. It also generates a report to summarize the system performance, that is showing you how the network is performing, how the CPU is also performing. Then the benefits of the performance tool. The benefit number one is troubleshooting, which quickly finds out what is causing the computer to slow down or to freeze. For example, if the CPU is always at 100%, you know something is using too much processing power. So you will go to the performance tool, you check in the dialog box of performance, you see the application or the software application which is taking much of your time and consuming a lot of processing power. It also optimizes, helps you to decide if you need to update your hardware, that is the mouse and keyboard, choose unnecessary programs or change system settings. In other case, we have planning. It's useful for the IT administrator to plan for future updates or system changes based on the actual usage data. In the real-time scenario, imagine I have got here a scenario where you can imagine your computer is running slow. By opening the performance tool, the dialog box of performance, you will notice that memory usage is very high. You can then close some programs or consider adding more RAM. In business, an IT staff might use performance monitor to ensure servers are running efficiently and to prevent downtime. For that, I can give a general conclusion about this work. Understanding the components of computer management is essential for effective system administration. Mastery of these tools ensure that computer runs smoothly, secure, and efficient. I wish you the best.